Luca LaRousse, it's not a rude question, and you asked it graciously. I feel really bad about the chapter.
Patrick Rothfuss. 7 months ago, I made a video titled, I'm Done with Patrick Rothfuss. In this video, I'm going over my disappointment with the author, Patrick Rothfuss, and some of his more recent issues that have come up. Now, I may have been pretty aggressive in that video. Really, truthfully, I don't believe there ever was a chapter. I don't believe that book 3 will ever be released, and I'm tired of people giving Pat so much leeway with this situation. It is the most popular video on my channel, which is good and bad, because a lot of people do agree, hey, just give us some information about it. Well, there have been some updates recently.
I feel bad about it. It's what I do. I'm like, oh, let's do a thing. I'll do this.
The whole situation really is understandable.
But if I'm going to do it, why don't I do this? And why don't I have a bunch of people and they can record themselves reading it? And it's like, well, I should brush up the text. I should do art. I should get a video editor. Suddenly it's a huge thing.
Really, what's important to me is that Patrick Rothfuss has come out and said what's going on.
And so I tried to do something fun, and instead it turned into a big thing, and it got complicated and it got hard. And then various fires in my life, which meant I couldn't keep it going. I couldn't put a bow on it.
For him, it really is just a lot of mental health struggles. He's gone through divorce. He has had so much tragedy and things in his life that have stopped him from writing or continuing with his projects. And I just want to come out and say, that's okay.
Yeah, I feel bad about it.
A lot of the community just wanted some sort of response of like, where is the information? Where is the chapter?
It would have been so easy a month after to just do it. And just like, I remember saying like, well, I don't just want to throw a wad of text onto my blog. That's boring.
And it was such a big deal. We just wanted to know what was going on.
Want to do it. And I'd like to do it sooner rather than later.
And now that he's explained some things and addressed it, that fixes a lot of issues. Of course, we could discuss other issues and things with his writing and his process forever. And that's just part of it. But that's not what I'm here to discuss today. I'm here to talk about mental health, writing, and how you and your health is more important than finishing that big project. Of course, mental health is a huge struggle for so many people. And it seems a lot of creative people struggle with that as well. I have held myself back from publishing and doing so many things with my writing because I just didn't feel ready, or I didn't want to invest the money, or whatever it may be. But a lot of it are excuses, and I'm just scared. And that's just part of it. I'm depressed, I'm anxious, I'm struggling with these things. And writing is difficult. And not only writing, but writing good is really difficult. Patrick Rothfuss writes some amazing things. And like has been said before, even his unpolished is probably miles ahead of many authors' polished works. And so the perfectionism and the struggle are real.
You know, and I've half re-edited that chapter. So do I stop re-editing it, you know? Or do I push through on the editing, which turned out to be harder than I thought, so it could be better and sort of stand on its own? Or do I just go back to the old version, I barf it onto the blog? I could have done that a year and a half ago, and everybody would have been happy. So instead, I've made everybody miserable, and then I'm giving them the lame version.
And even though we all want these books to be released, and whatever you believe in supporting an author or not, mental health struggles are real. And we should be aware of them. We should talk about them and be open about them. Anxiety of just sending in a book to an editor is something I've dealt with a lot this year. I could have published my first book probably back in June. But because I was so scared to move to the next step that I've never encountered before, I let it take over and I didn't move forward. I'm slowly moving forward. But when it comes to Patrick Rothfuss and having the millions of people, the jobs that will happen from the book publishing all these things, I can't imagine the difficulty that he's going through, not only with his mental health, but with so many different things that comes with being an author known as like one of the greats of storytelling.
But yeah, like for a while, everybody was upset. And, you know, if I accidentally Google my name, it's all like Pat Rothfuss defrauds fans or whatever. It's not a lot of fun to be online anymore.
Let's just be nice to each other. I don't regret what I said in the past because I do think a lot of those points are valid, but I probably should have gone about it in a different way. Let's be kind to each other. Let's create good things because we want to create good things, not because we have to know what the next part of the story is. Of course, that stuff is really fun and it's important. And it's a big part of being an author and having a community. But let's enjoy it. Let's have fun. Let's appreciate the things that we do have. It could be an unfinished masterpiece, and that's still great. It's still given so many people joy and happiness and all of these amazing things. It's extremely important to take care of yourself. When it comes to like anime and manga, there are so many mangaka, the people who are drawing and writing and creating these things, their health deteriorates and they struggle because they're just trying to get this stuff out every week. We shouldn't put so much value in the next thing. We should value what we have. We should be supporting each other. We shouldn't hurt or assault people for their mental health issues. And we should love creativity for the sake of creativity. Yes, Patrick Rothfuss should release a chapter because money was exchanged. I do believe he owes people that because money was exchanged. There was an incentive to donate to charity to get this thing. I do believe that's true. But I also believe in mental health. Patrick Rothfuss, release the chapter. Give it to us. Just give it to us. But when it comes to book 3 and other parts of your world, take your time. You're going through a lot, and that's okay. And this is to all authors out there. You're going through a lot. That's okay. The world kind of sucks right now. It sucked for a while, and it's going to keep sucking. But that's why we need stories. That's why we need to create. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing and why I love writing. It's because they help give us joy and help us improve and give us a view into other worlds or other things. I just wanted to thank you for supporting us here. And if you want to see some unpublished stuff, heck, we're going to start releasing some unpublished works. They may be bad, but we're writing and we're getting it done. It's NaNoWriMo. We're really excited for just the writing process itself. But thank you guys so much. Like this video. Comment your thoughts. I know in the last video I said I'm done with Patrick Rothfuss, but that was pretty dramatic. And really knowing the situation, let's see what happens. And let's support each other. Let's be kind to each other. Let's write and create together. Thank you so much, and have a great day.